So now from this I must extract rho of S. How do I do that? This rho of S magnitude square is nothing but rho of S into rho minus S. So you take both the zeros and the poles at the right top plane, left top plane, pick up the zeros corresponding to denominator definitely in the left top plane, but you have freedom to choose the zeros anywhere you want. But if you want a minimum phase function, you will like them also to be in the right top plane. So you pick up right top plane, left top plane. So this becomes equal to rho of S is equal to denominator becomes the Butterworth polynomial I gave you this third order Butterworth polynomial is equal to this. If you do all that, right, equate S6 is equal to minus 1, find the zeros and take the left hand plane zeros, multiply, a polynomial comes out to be equal to this. Similarly, you do the same thing here, only S square is equal to minus S6 is equal to minus 1 by 9. Find out the zeros of this function and pick up only the left top plane, and the number comes out to be, polynomial comes out to be, if we just do this, S square plus 0.693 S plus 0.481 into S plus 0.693. Because it has 3 zeros, right, on the left hand plane. So 2 zeros complex conjugate and 1 on the negative real axis. So I can pick up this as a minus rho S, as a plus rho S, as I told you here. If you take as a plus rho of S, you can find out what is that in from this expression. R1 is equal to 1 ohm. So put 1 here. So Z minus 1 divided by Z plus 1 is equal to that polynomial. From there you can find out what is ZFS. And the ZFS comes out to be, if you do this, if you take rho S is equal to plus 1, is positive, not positive, would take a plus rho of S. So now what is the network? Denominator is S cube, numerator is S square. So go on dividing long division. And the first one will be a capacitor, second one will be inductor, third one will be a capacitor, and so on and so forth. So the network becomes equal to only thing is this becomes equal to 0.5 ohms. So this is supposed to be driven by 1 ohm. And if this EFS, VFS, V2 will satisfy exactly what we have asked for. But this resistance is what we originally started with 2 ohms, but now it becomes half ohm, which is not satisfactory because I want 2 ohms here. So what do I do? If I take minus rho of S and do the same thing, you get a dual network for this, and the network comes out to be this is what we wanted, 1 and 2. So the three reactive elements, 2 inductors in series, 1 capacitor, here 2 capacitors and 1 inductor. So total number is 3 as it should be. Only thing is in the first case 2 inductors and 1 capacitor, 2 capacitors, 1 inductor, here 2 inductors and 1 capacitor. This will give you 1 ohm source impedance and 2 ohm load impedance. This gives you 1 ohm source impedance, 0.5 ohm load impedance, but both of them will give you exactly same Tj omega square from the input to the output. So you can choose either this network if you are willing to use 0.5 ohm, or you can choose this network if you are not very particular that should be 2 ohms. Both of them will give you same Hj omega square. In literature we call this as we call dual network. I could have obtained this network, given this network by using the method of obtaining a dual network from this. I could have obtained this without any calculation. So because there is a duality between the two networks. I won't go into those details. The values of this comes out to be 3.26, 0.779 and 1.18. And this comes out to be 3.86, 3.26, I'm sorry. Same value. And this value will be same as this. And this value will be same as this. Duality. There is a pi filter, there is a T filter. It looks like a T, this looks like a pi. So the pi structure and there is a T structure. Both of them will give you exactly same Tj omega square, only thing is loaded by different values of resistors. So this is how we design doubly loaded networks. And now you don't do all these calculations. You can see all the decimal places coming in here. Very difficult to calculate. So the tables available now. We just read the table. You want a 6th order Butterworth, and it gives you all the values of this inductors, capacitors, with a normalized value equal to a ratio of this to this. So choose the ratio normalized value, and then raise the impedance level, raise the cutoff level. And if you want a high pass filter, you then do 1 by S. So automatically this becomes a capacitor, this becomes an inductor, this becomes a capacitor. If you want a band pass filter, and then you use the transformation, this becomes a parallel combination of resistor, inductor, capacitor, the series capacitor, series combination of inductor and capacitor, and the parallel combination of inductor. So you get the band pass filter. So now while life has become very easy for you in terms of looking at a table, and you don't even look at the table now, you punch a requirement on MATLAB, and automatically gives you all the values you require. Okay.